welcome to Kobe Bryant Through the Years. I'm Matt Weiner. Over the next 60 minutes, we'll relive Kobe's basketball life through archival video, classic interviews, and firsthand accounts of the key moments in his career. We begin here in the Philadelphia suburb of Ardmore, Pennsylvania, and Lower Merion High School, where Kobe first made a national name for himself as a teenage star. He came by his talent naturally. Kobe's father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, was a 6'9" forward who played 8 years in the NBA with his hometown 76ers, as well as the Clippers and Rockets. To continue his pro career, Joe Bryant moved his young family, including 6-year-old Kobe, to Italy, where he played 7 seasons.
Che può giocare con molto velocità, posso tirare da fuori, posso schiacciare.
And that means?
So I'm a player who plays with uses quickness. I can shoot the jump shot and I can dunk as well.
After 8 years in Europe, the Bryants returned to Philly for Kobe's middle and high school years. It was at Lower Merion High Kobe's European fundamentals and physical talent came together. By the time he graduated, Kobe had broken Wilt Chamberlain's Pennsylvania scoring record and led the Aces to the school's first state title in more than a half-century. A McDonald's All-American and the Naismith High School Player of the Year, Kobe was well on his way to following in his father's footsteps to the NBA. The only question was when.
Kobe Bryant have decided to take my talent to No, I have decided to skip college and take my talent to the NBA.
Greg Downer has been the head coach at Lower Merion High School since 1990. We appreciate you sitting down with us, Coach. When did you first see Kobe play basketball, and what did you think?
I had heard about this good junior high player at our middle school, Ballackinwood Middle School. There was quite a bit of buzz circulating about this young player that had moved here from Italy. So I went down and I took a look. I watched one of his games. They had a weird rule where you had to pass the ball X amount of times or you would possibly be benched. So I felt I didn't get like a great look at him that day. So I decided to invite him to scrimmage and come to a practice with our current varsity. And he came to a practice on a Saturday morning and went through a few drills, and 5 minutes into this segment, I turned to my assistant coaches and I said, this kid's a pro. I had never seen such amazing skills for somebody that young. He was 6'2", 140 pounds at the time, but I knew he was not done growing. And as I moved this 14-year-old ahead in my mind from 14 to 15 to 16 to 17, I just had an idea that this kid was going to be an amazing player.
We've heard that throughout his career, how driven he was as a player, how hard he worked. Was that the case back then?
Yes, it was. First guy to practice, last guy to leave, winning all the sprints, in the weight room 5, 6, 7 times a week. And once I started to get a better understanding of his skills, and once I started to get to know him better in regards to the really almost crazy work ethic, that convinced me even more that this was going to be a once-in-a-lifetime player.
How much attention, what was it like? I mean, this is not a normal high school player you had here.
Well, in 1996, you didn't have the internet, you didn't have the social media, which would have quadrupled the craziness. We did have some cameras following us around, a lot of journalists following us around, but as time went on, traveling with him became very electric, almost like traveling with a rock star. The games were very crowded, some of which were sold out. People were scalping tickets out in the street. People were hounding him for autographs, chasing after the bus to try to get a better look at him.
We're sitting here in a gym named for Kobe Bryant. What did his relationship with you and this program mean around here?
It meant a lot. I mean, it meant a lot to me to be able to say that I coached him. one of the highlights of my career, if not the highlight of my career. It meant a lot that he kept in touch with Lower Merion, calling it really his only alma mater, having not gone to college. It meant a lot when he would come into town and come speak to whatever team I had at the time. He left us tickets. We worked his summer camps, and I feel really good about the fact that I felt like I never crossed the line or really asked him for much, but he gave a lot back to Lower Merion for a person that was very busy, and stories about him wearing his Lower Merion game shorts under his Laker uniform. He meant the world to this place.
Coach, I can't thank you enough for sitting down and sharing your memories.
Thank you.